Alrighty, welcome to another episode where I'm gonna show you some of the places I took photos at around Tokyo. Like little bits and bobs that aren't long enough to kind of make a whole episode about, but still worth sharing in my opinion. And so I stumbled upon this park not too far away from Ghibli Museum, and there's very much chill vibes, to be honest. Lots of neat nooks and crannies to take photos of. But this next location is pretty popular on social media, I would say, and definitely pretty much the opposite of our previous. There's nothing natural about this. Located in Ginza, pretty much the heart of Tokyo. I will say that this is a really cool place to visit, but it's not the greatest for photos. It's a bit difficult to take photos, to be honest, mainly because of how dark it is. Definitely a great spot to create some memories though.
I really liked that experience. That was something really different I've never seen before. It's actually not too busy on a today's a Monday morning, but I know other days, especially weekends, you might have to buy tickets in advance just because it's kind of like Team Labs and it gets pretty busy. So yeah, be prepared.
This spot actually isn't too relevant with photography, but it's this little cute gem that I've been thinking about for super long. And I just wanted to share with you guys because look how pretty that dessert is.
It's been literally last time I came in 2018. This is what I wanted to go to, but we didn't end up going.
It wasn't my favorite dessert, to be honest. Like, I would have enjoyed a $2 ice cream from a konbini store. A lot more than this. Especially because this was 2,500 yen. But it is a fun and really nice looking dessert. But enough of that, let's head to our next location, which actually isn't too far from Ginza itself. So I first came across this location when I took the train, and I was staring out the window and I saw this location and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But just by luck, it's raining really badly. But I got some pretty nice photos, to be honest. I will say though, if you're planning to come here, make sure you're prepared, or just look up the train timetables ahead of time, because the main photo point of this location is where all three trains come together and you can see all three at once. I was completely unprepared and stuck in the rain, to be honest, so I didn't get all three trains, but I really got some nice rain street photography shots as well.
Out of the rain, like I'm actually so drenched. Found refuge in a McDonald's, and they had this deal. So 15 nuggets for 490 yen, which is so good. So I ordered 30 nuggets, teriyaki sauce, and then it's like curry sauce. So it's not the greatest. I kind of didn't like it.
So if you're looking for a great street photography location in Tokyo with some great vibes, great food, and really great atmosphere, to be honest, stop at this place here, Ameyoko. The great thing about this is the amount of tourists and locals that actually go here, and it creates this kind of really interesting vibe, especially at night. I personally think it's because of the amount of fluorescent lights in this area, where if you do photography with it, it just shines and it just looks really nice in the photos. And you can get some pretty good street food here as well. So highly recommend visiting this place. It just has such a homey and local feel, I would say. You got some people buying souvenirs, whereas on the other side you got some people buying fish to make dinner at home. So it's a very unique environment to shoot in because there's like so many different characters that you can just come across. Alright, so this location is a very popular Instagram location, which we're gonna breeze by because it's just mainly this spot here in particular. We all love this spot just for the neon lights that turn up at night, but I thought I'd come early and give a really long time lapse a try. There were some unique characters that passed by, but honestly this place is only really worth it for one photo. Whether or not you think that one photo is worth it or not, like this, especially with all the neon lights on. But this is a popular Instagram spot that's not too far from Ikebukuro, Sunshine City as well. So it's not a bad detour, I would say. But let's head to another popular spot that I actually like.
I want to figure out how to get up top though, because it will be a very cool vantage point. Let's give it a try and look around.
so I thought it was pretty difficult, but all the elevators are public, so you basically just take an elevator to the top and you get all this cool spots for photos, like you can look down on everyone. Might take a little bit of time and some patience for an interesting character to walk by, but if you get it, it's totally worth it. One of the things that I would urge everyone visiting Japan would do is to visit a festival. The reason being is because they're just so vastly different from what I've personally experienced, and maybe you too. And so that gives us a lot of photo opportunities that we can capture. It's always interesting to capture moments of culture, and especially because it's a lot of olden traditions as well, so it's very unique. And so every festival that I've been to in Japan has led to a lot of photos and videos that I really enjoy looking back on, even if it's not just for photography purposes, but it's just really nice to see the culture. But a side note is you also get some great food as well. Like passing all of these stores, the smell was just divine. Like, look at this. Look how delicious that looks, and tell me that you wouldn't be happy with that. So this festival lasts for about a week between the April to May area and has been celebrated for several hundred years. And so the main event is towards the end of the night, hence being called the Darkness Festival, because it's said that these portable shrines are made to provide new powers to the gods. And so it's this whole big celebration from the day into the night, which is really amazing to see. One thing I will say though is to try and get in a bit early before the main ceremony happens, because the street gets locked off and you're kind of stuck where I am at the moment and you can't really get in or out. So I got really lucky with a really good photo spot. And so just go to an event if you can. So scattered around Tokyo as well are these little kind of pockets of culture, I would say. Like for example, this is known for being a thrift and second-hand kind of city where you can get a great bargain or like a lot of vintage gear. But it also comes with a lot of cool street photography opportunities as well. Cute cafes, modern areas, and the clash between the two. So it's great to just go out and explore. But there's also some other typical great photo spots as well, like the Tokyo Skytree. Because, well, if you can get above the clouds and above a lot of the people, you just have a great vantage point to just shoot. But the cool thing about this place is actually the shops inside, to be honest.
Time for the candy store.
Or you can shoot the Tokyo Skytree itself and get this amazing sunset. But all in all, I hope that gives you a better idea of some cool spots in Tokyo to try and take some pretty neat photos. There's heaps more in Tokyo that I just undiscovered just because I didn't get the time to explore or just to even explain. But I'd love to see your photos because shooting around in Japan is really cool. But basically, I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video. I hope you got some value out of this, because I'd love to see what you guys can get up to and shoot. But make sure to subscribe, and for the next episode we're heading to Sendai. So see you guys next time.